Dear students, welcome to the painting class. This is Manpreet here from the Millennium School. In previous session, we have learnt about origin and development of Mughal School of Art. So in today's video, we are going to learn characteristics of Mughal painting. Before starting the video, let me tell you about Mughal painting. Mughal painting. As we discussed in previous session, Mughal painting came with Mughals, developed with Mughals, and ended with the end of Mughal ruler in India. Babur was always engrossed in one or other war throughout his life, but he kept artists with him. When Mughals came to India and saw Indian Rajasthani painting, they give a great honor to the Indian artists. This resulted in creation of new style by the combination of Indian and Persian styles, which began to be called the Mughal style. Manuscripts painting, portraits and miniature painting were done in abundance and were highly liked by every Mughal rulers. So now we'll see the characteristics of the Mughal painting. The first feature of the Mughal painting. Profile faces means side pose. Profile faces is the main characteristics of the Mughal school. Almost all the portraits are ek chashma, as shown in the first picture, single-eyed or profile pose, where the figures are full or half but the faces are ek chashma. But in Iranian painting we find dead chashma. As shown in the second picture, 1.5 eye. Faces were drawn. Mughals showed great interest in ek chashma faces after coming to India. So now we'll see the second feature of the Mughal painting. Special decoration with borders. This is the main effect of Iranian art on Mughal painting. All the paintings have been decorated with borders around it, which are more ornamented. In some paintings, borders are more prominent than the paintings. As shown in the picture, you can see the border is decorated with a beautiful design. Or we can say that the painting lost its dominance due to the border decoration. So now we'll see the third feature of the Mughal painting. Royal splendor. Royals were found to keep their kingdom beautiful, greenish and attractive forever. The Mughal emperor craved for royal splendor and discipline. If there is a scene of musical demonstration, the emperor is shown sitting with a bolster, means a thick round pillow in royal style, and the artists are dancing, singing or playing on instruments with discipline. We find typical atmosphere of royalty even in the gathering for pleasure. So now we'll see the fourth feature of the Mughal painting. Historical scenes. Mostly historical scenes have been painted in Mughal school. Maximum paintings of historical scenes were done in Akbar's time. This picture on the screen, it's also taken from the Akbar's time, because he gave much importance to the manuscripts paintings such as Qissa Amir Hamza. So now we'll see the next feature of the Mughal painting. Fine line drawing. This is the fifth feature of the Mughal painting. The beautifully thin and thick lines can be judged by the portrait painting of that style. The artists have tried to paint each and every facial hair of the person, which is really wonderful. As shown in the picture, you can see how wonderfully they have made eyes, nose and clothes, jewelries. So they have used thin and thick lines to make this portrait. Minute details are shown with fine lines. Portrait painting. This is the sixth feature of the Mughal painting. As we already discussed in previous session, portrait painting is very popular during the Shah Jahan's period. There is an abundance of portrait paintings in the Mughal school. Portraits of saints have also been painted along with emperors. Maximum portraits painting were done during Shah Jahan's reign. So now we'll see the garments. Garments are beautifully and ornamentally painted in the Mughal paintings. Ladies used to wear transparent chunnis, as shown in the first picture. The most of the garments are of summer seasons. The male figures are shown wearing angrakhas, as shown in the picture. This orange colored dress called angrakha and chudidar pajamas. Adorned turban on their heads can be seen, which are well decorated, as shown in the picture. The use of stripling is shown with delicate shading. Now we'll discuss the religious themes. There is a depiction of Indian epics, mythology, and love stories such as the Ramayana, the Mahabharata, the Nal Damayanti, and the Panchtantra stories. You can see from here this picture on the screen. The first one picture taken from the Ramayana and the second one picture is taken from the Mahabharata. There was also depiction of Islamic, Arabian, and Persian episodes. Religion had inspired the artists to paint for publicity and propagation, and this is the symbol and proof of the greatness of Mughal emperors. So now we'll see the ninth feature of the Mughal painting. Depiction of nature. Nature has been painted beautifully, as shown in the picture. Trees, plants, rivers and mountains, etc. have been beautifully depicted in Mughal painting. The natural scenes painted show hunting scenes, battle scenes. A lion is showing trying to eat his prey. If there had been 3 types of tree in a painting, their leaves were painted differently with accuracy. So now we'll see the 10th feature of the Mughal painting. Ornamental designs. All the paintings of courts we find have beautifully ornamental designs on wall of palaces, ceiling and floors. As shown in the picture, the Mughals are very much interested to make beautiful designs on their palaces. The designs are geometrical and floral. Now we'll see the 11th feature of the Mughal painting. Expressions of ideas. The different sentiments have been beautifully painted in the Mughal paintings. The depiction of sad emperor, obedient servants, restless queen and nervous boatman are noteworthy. Similarly, every idea is clearly visible in the Mughal paintings. So now we'll see the 12th feature of the Mughal painting, that is the golden and silver colors. Golden and silver colors have been mostly used in painting. The golden and silver color were used in necklace and footwears, and they use it with very carefully. In borders also there is a wonderful use of golden color. So now we'll discuss the 30th feature of the Mughal painting. The use of calligraphy. Most of the paintings have calligraphy on it in black ink. So they used black ink for calligraphy. Even artists' names have been painted in a beautiful handwriting. So now we'll see the 14th feature of the Mughal painting. Depiction of animals and birds. Animals and birds painting is also one of the main characteristics of the Mughal painting. As we discussed in previous session, Ustad Mansoor was the best bird painter. He painted different birds quite freely. A falcon on a perch means bird rest is a matchless painting. Elephant fights, camel fights have been also painted beautifully, as shown the picture on the screen. Lions, tigers, horses and goats etc. have been depicted marvelously. So now we'll discuss natural colors. Mostly mineral and natural color were used which are attractive. In the beginning flat color were used, but later on one can also see the depth of delicate shading of colors. The appropriate colors have been applied with a great care in a paintings. So now we'll discuss cloudy scenes. This is the last feature of the Mughal painting. In some paintings like Krishna lifting Mount Govardhan, as shown in the picture, the number of men, women and animals have been painted in crowd. So this is the best example of cloudy scenes. Hope you understood well about today's topic. So this is the end of today's session. Thank you.